Welcome to my channel Priyanka's Learn It Well. In today's episode, we'll be continuing from the previous episode of Introduction to the Stack, and we'll be seeing the push and the pop operation employing a linked list implementation. In the previous episode of Introduction to the Stack, we have seen that there are two operations that can be performed on a stack, push operation and the pop operation. Both the operation on a stack is exactly similar to performing the insertion and deletion of a node in a linked list from the beginning. Push and pop operation we have already seen as a property that it can only be performed from the beginning of a stack. Stack implementation using linked list. First we'll see the push operation. For the push operation, I have put in certain steps of performing the operation, and there is a code snippet that shows the push operation. Let's understand them step by step. The first step, as seen very much clearly in the episode of linked list, we have to first create a new node with a given value. Let's say we have to create a node with the value 20. So here you can see that we have created a node with the data 20. Here in the code snippet, these are the three lines that contributes to the creation of the new node. So we have a struct node, new node, and the new node is dynamically allocated certain space in memory, and the data part of the new node is associated with the value 20. So till here we have performed. Now the next step is that we need to check whether the stack is empty or not. In the previous episodes, we have seen what does it mean to check whether the stack is empty or not. Here, instead of head, we are using the term top, since insertion and deletion in a stack happens from top. So first we need to check whether the value of top is equal to null, whether it contains any value or not. So in the third step, we'll see that if it is empty, then set the new node's next part to null. So we have seen here that the value of top here is 0. So what we will be doing is that we would be setting the next of the new node. So this is the new node. We'll be setting the next of the new node as null, or I'm representing the null as 0 here. And from the third step, we'll come to the fifth step. Then we need to set the top is equals to the new node. So assigning the top with the address at which the new node is stored is 1004. So we'll be updating this value as 1004. So we have successfully performed the push operation into an empty stack. Now let us come to the next part where we find that if the top is not equal to null, that means our stack is not empty, then there are two things that we need to do. First, we need to update the next of the new node to with the value of top, and then we need to update the value of top with the new node. Let's understand what does it mean. So the first thing that we would be doing is updating. So this is a new node, and we'll be updating the next part of this node with the value that is there in the top. So we have 1004 in the top. That means having the value 1004 means that this new node will be now connected to the node that was earlier the first node. So it is now connected to the node with the value 30. And the next thing that we need to do is that we need to update the value of the top. So earlier it was 1004, and now we need to update it with the value of 1000. So in this code snippet here on the left hand side, we can see the two conditions we have checked. So if when the stack was empty, we updated the next of the new node with the null value, and when it was not empty, we updated the next of the new node with the value of top, and we updated the value of top with the new node. And hence here we can see that we have successfully inserted a node in the beginning of the stack. That is also known as a push operation. Now let's consider the pop operation, that means deleting a node. So again we will be having a check condition, that is whether the stack is empty or not, that is we are checking whether the top is equal to null. So here you can see that we do not have any address stored in the top value, so we say that the stack is empty and we cannot delete anything from an empty stack. So we would be having a message displayed that the stack is empty and deletion is not possible. Now let's come to the next possibility, that if it is not empty, if the stack is not empty, then for deleting a node or to perform a pop operation, so here it is a pop operation that we are intending. So to consider a pop operation, we would be first defining a node pointer temp. So here you can see that I have defined a pointer, a temporary variable, a node pointer, and we will be setting it to a value that is in top. So currently you can see that the top has a value of 1000, that means it is pointing to the first node having the value 20. So first we'll be having the value updated in temp as 1000. That means it is pointing to the node 20 now. Then we will be setting the top is equals to tops next. So that means we are updating the value of top with the next of the earlier top. So if the value of top was 1000, so 1000 dot next was 1004. So we would be updating the value of top with 1004. That simply means that we are pointing the top to the next element of the previous one, that is 30. And finally we would be freeing the temporary variable, and the node that is associated with the temporary will also be deleted. So we can see that here the node gets deleted from the front. So hence we can see that we have performed the push and the pop operation, that is very much similar or exactly the same how we are inserting and deleting a node from the beginning of a linked list. And the complexity that is associated with deleting or inserting a node from the beginning of a stack is O of 1. Thank you for keeping up with my channel. If you're liking my content, do not forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel if you're new, and hit the bell icon for all the notification from Priyanka's Learn It Well. See you with the next episode.